It's a very difficult question. But yeah, I think governance is supposed to be it's supposed to be a direct representation of what the people want.
Governance is a systemic way of doing things, and it's an inclusive way of doing things and a framework for everybody to work with.
I think governance is like an umbrella body which has principles for decision making, accountability, and as well as transparency within an organization.
I think that governance is all about the way that something is run. So depending on, it could be a society you're talking about, or it could be a company, it could be university, here at Wits.
So in my perception, governance is a group of people or a set of rules put into a system and any organization which makes sure that it has proper functioning.
Basically, for me, governance is like the way you govern a state. So your bureaucracies, organization, state organization, and yeah.
I think it's important because without it, right, we tend to like stray away from the values we believe in, right? If you don't accurately reflect the people want, who are you really representing, and we don't really move to where we want as a society.
Governance is important in order to guide an organization as well as a country in order to adhere to the policies which they choose to adopt.
It is important because there needs to be some sort of a control environment within an organization.
Well, it's like a rule system. So without it, there's chaos and nothing runs smoothly. People believe that they can do what they want to do, and that leads to a whole bunch of issues in itself.
If we don't have it, then there'll be complete chaos and there'll be no accountability as well as no functioning of any system in society or organization for that matter.
Without governance, you get what you call a failed state, whereby you have lack of governance and it's uncontrollable.
I think from my perspective and the way the school understands it, governance ultimately is about power and about how people use or abuse power. And that means that at any point where power has been devolved by the state or is lodged in the state, the rules need to allow everyone who's affected by a decision to have their say and to be heard having their say. And that can be a poor community and it can be the business elite, it doesn't matter. But the rules of the game have to allow all those sides to be heard. I think this school has particular attributes that are interesting. We're the largest school of governance, certainly in the continent. There are 1,000 students here at any one time, doing anything from a PhD down to through the masters, the diplomas, into the short courses. We have ministers, we have MPLs, we have NGO people. There's a really vibrant community of students and a really interesting crop of lecturers. And with the new masters that we're launching, or the new specializations in our masters, I think we're offering a really exciting intellectual journey for people. So I do think the school has particular things to offer. We're nestled in a really nice campus and in a broader faculty that offers events in law and accountancy and the business school and so on. So I think students get a particular experience here that they may not get elsewhere.